Yeah, right.
Hello, happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm coming in with breaking news today. There's a lady that's had scaled the Liberty statue um, in North in New York. We're going live right now, and I'm gonna let you take a look at it. They're arresting her. They're actually handcuffing her. They have their harnesses on for their protection. They may have a harness on her as well. She just was, fed up with the liberty that melanated people are getting today. Jim Crow. You have people getting hung. You have, Donald Trump in the White House barring people from America, stating that he wanted to, maybe remove the African Americans from here and take them to uh, you know, to Africa and removing the Africans from here as well. And it's just been a whole long list of things that this country has did to us. And this lady here just got fed up. Maybe sometime last year, there was another melanated person that took down the statue. Now we have another lady that is on the statue trying to bring notoriety to that we're not being treated fairly here in no kind of capacity, and that even after slavery and of all of the 500 years of slavery and servitude that we've given this country, there still are it's still, it's just not equal rights. We have a lot of people getting gunned down in the streets, police brutality. We have a lot of things going on that needs to be addressed, and I'm not really sure if this, in the street praying and chanting is working, because a lot of people from those particular riots are actually becoming coming up missing, and I've heard about like body harvesting. So yeah, this lady is being detained as we speak. This is live, and this lady is trying to bring notoriety. She climbed up here all by herself. I don't think she had a harness or anything. She may be some kind of expert climber. But yeah, this is at the Liberty. This is the Statue of Liberty that is in Manhattan in New York, and they're putting a harness on her now. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of atrocious that a lot of the black men are not standing up and taking their roles, and the women have to go out. But now I'm hearing from social media that at it's one thing to have the men do things, but we have to remember that women are the ones that have the children. So it's more on her feelings about the injustices that's happening to her kids. And so this is one lady that has taken it upon herself to scale the Liberty statue, where she wanted to visually see the the actual slave links that's there. So yeah, this is live, and this another melanated lady has moved up forward and trying to protest all of the police shootings and you can't, if you call yourself black, that means that you're dead at sea, and so you don't get any you don't get any play in Congress or the Senate or anywhere. And it's just, and we're melanated people, even though we are white people, because we're the only 100% humans, and all the rest of the races are mixed with different kind of animals, literally in their DNA. But people, because they're going on the radiance of the sun that's darkening their skin, which they're considering themselves black and not knowing that it's never been about a suntan. It's about your blood lineage. And anyway, so I mean, if you do say that you're white, then you give them all the credibility because they're going around saying that they're white. And if you call yourself black, that means you're dead at sea. And so, and you have no no recognition in law. That's why black people or melanated people or people that call themselves African American and all that get so much time in jail, so much time in jail, maybe like even 3,000% more time in jail than their counterparts. So it is really sad to see this, but then it's also a very great day. And today is 4th of July. So this will be all around the world talking about liberty and justice for all, and not just for the non-melanated people, and not just for the Caucasoid people, not just for the European people, but for all people, you know.
Way to get away from these guys, but in the end, she made the wise decision. She came back to where she had been, underneath the right foot of the Statue of Liberty. And police were able to come in and secure her.
And there's not a such thing as police, because the Pope have already taken all corporations out. All people that have corporations, the military, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines, they don't have any power really. It's just the power that we give them, because the Pope and the Pope letter to Obama actually spoke about they don't have any power, and for them to treat us better and to give us more stuff and just to give us back our land. And then if you ever got a chance to go around and you know, punch up Ron Emanuel, you know, governor of you know, New York, where he's made a proper proclamation that we were Moors and that we had already been here. There was no slave ships, and we were led over here from Egypt by the pharaohs in Egypt, and that's how long we've been here, for tens of thousands of years here. So, but we've not, even though we've given up our country to these people for them to have the military and stuff, we never did get the other side of the coin, where we were supposed to only touch gold and silver, and that we were supposed to use vouchers. And everything that we wanted was pretty much we could buy from a voucher. It's something like your TDA account.
Not quite sure what her message was here, what her intention was.
No, we know exactly what her message was.
She climbed up onto the physical statue itself.
So I'm going to let you guys look at that.
And police have been trying to get her to come down ever since, and it looks like now they're going to get that wish to be able to bring her down. So as we saw her before, she was very carefully walking both her hands and her knees, trying to move around the back of the statue. And at the moment, it looks like she's not going to change the way she's been walking around the statue. And again, that's how we saw her moving before. When she left the crook of the foot there to go talk to these guys on the other side. Clearly, she is taking her time and being careful. So obviously at this point, there's no rush to move her now that she is secured. And that's the thing, folks, there. I see the comments on the Facebook feed. We know she was waving the shirt around for a while, and there's a message on her shirt, but unfortunately...
We're live today from Facebook. We're also on Twitter. We're also on YouTube today. Right now, we're broadcasting all over, pretty much, and now we're going to be also broadcasting on Twitter TV. Yes, clearly. The Neanderthaloids and the cavemen are following her down.
Again, trying to keep our distance so as not to get in the way of the emergency personnel down there. Let them do their job and not make the situation any worse than it is.
with all of the human sacrifices for the music industry, the human sacrifices for the movies and stuff like that. It's just an injustice how black people or melanated people have to do what they have to do just to retain some money. The high unemployment rate. It's just really ridiculous. And the lackluster of them actually being able to treat our children correctly or actually having us with adequate education in our schools. It's just really bad.
So again, for the safety of everybody around her and for herself, once they get her off the statue here, of course, they will take her into custody and hopefully be able to find out exactly what her message was up here, why she decided to take this route to have her voice heard. Of course, this is the second incident on the island today. There was a group of 6 or 7 people who unfurled the banner with their message. Obviously, that was a little less dramatic than what we're watching here. They were on that walkway we were showing you a few minutes ago.
And this is actually the second protest for today.
Climb onto the structure.
I mean, it has to be justice for all, for other than the Caucasians or the Caucasoids or the Neanderthals. It's like Planet of the Apes have been taken over by Planet of the Apes. And we're not talking about the melanated people that's the apes. It's the so-called white people that actually has the Neanderthal blood. And I understand because it's a blood issue and not a moral issue, some of these issues may not be resolved. They have been doing this, and not just only that, they are cannibals. They have no compassion. They have no souls.
Okay, so again, for those of you who are just joining us here on the feed, you are watching the resolution to the situation that started here around 3:30 this afternoon at the Statue of Liberty on Liberty Island here in New York City. There's a woman between those two officers, and she has been all around the base of this statue, the actual statue itself. She climbed from the observation pedestal up onto the physical structure of the statue. When we arrived here about 45 minutes ago, she was nestled underneath the right foot that's raised on the back of the statue here, and these officers have been trying to calmly bring her down without getting her upset or more agitated. And so far, everything we've seen so far has been pretty calm. As about 15 minutes ago, they were able to get her into custody and safely put a harness around her so that she wouldn't hurt herself or anybody else around her.
Mostly probably everybody else around her.
Just the officers trying to...
You know, America, see, there was no slave ships, and we've always been here. And you can get your proclamation from probably, even California, you can get your proclamation stating that. So with this being your country and them never giving you anything whatsoever for being on your country, leasing your land or anything like that, but they're sending all kind of police, and only place you can live pretty much is some ran down apartment building or some slumlord ghetto project while they take over the infrastructure of the whole entire place. And the place has gotten so high now that you can't even find decent housing. Even in those neighborhoods have even went up. So here we have it. This lady is on this Liberty statue trying to make a stance of the treatment of melanated people.
So here we go. Hopefully now they'll be able to have her get down on that ladder. Obviously, there's a little bit of a gap between her and the ladder. Again, watching the feed here and seeing some of the messages and comments that we posted up here, the questions. But that's why they have the harness on her. So that way, if she does slip or something happens, she has the safety of the harness that will protect her from falling off of the statue. Didn't get the. I guess this didn't happen for them today. Again, what's kind of amazed me through this whole thing is just how calm, from what we've seen, how calm everything has been.
And now that the white people are the minorities here in America, and the Latinos and the melanated African Americans are Moroccan, Morocco Empire Africans. That's because this is Africa.
We see that the
So
left-hand side of the picture is standing on. He'll try to guide her feet onto those rungs. It looks like they've been able to accomplish that. Now she is on the ladder.
When are you going to give her reparations?
And you'll notice the officer is using the carabiner there. And as he goes down the ladder, he's just connecting himself to that ladder that's also secured to the statue's pedestal. Obviously, not taking any chances whatsoever. Yes, something you got to keep in mind that we were talking about on the broadcast side a little while ago is you got to be careful of the wind up there. And if you look at that orange ladder off to the left side there with the yellow straps, you can see the piece of the paper.
Something so massive. And you still can't get any liberty with these Neanderthals. And the reason being because it's not a spiritual problem. It's not an ethic problem. It's not a moral problem. These people are actual animals mixed with animals, dogs and lemurs and Rhesus monkey. Oh, this is in their blood. I know it sounds weird to have a human with those things mixed in their blood, but that's really what happened. And they were called the untouchables back in the days because of all the diseases and stuff they carry. They still carry a lot of diseases.
NYPD guys, officers, I should say, standing there at the.
And those are not officers.
Looks like our National Guard guys.
Those are not officers at all.
As well.
If you let them,
obviously everybody will make sure that
those are kidnapped. Those are Roman kidnappers.
The lady on the ladder there is securely on the ground,
and they will be kidnapping her in a few minutes. Jump in the water. Jump in the water.
Again, she is still.
You should jump in the water.
That the other two NYPD officers provided her, and they got to her over there by the right foot. And now you can see she appears to be safely off the ladder.
And now they're finna kidnap her. And I hope they don't eat her.
And now what they'll do is unhook her from the safety gear.
These are well-trained animals.
Inside the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty. So the next step now will be talking to her, finding out.
And the next moment it will be for them to kidnap her.
And then they'll bring her
down. And then make her have a ransom.
Oh my goodness. To the old fort there and walk her out.
You see that star? That's the Moroccan star. Everything is about that. It's about Moroccan freedom. This was Morocco Empire Africa. But
I don't think there is either. So Lars and I just talking up here. I don't believe there's any other way to get off the Statue of Liberty other than there. But you can also see sitting here at the base of the pedestal is EMS equipment. And there's a good chance.
I hope she doesn't come up hung.
Good chance they will probably take her to an area hospital just to make sure that she isn't injured and no other problems are there.
Yeah, they probably gonna shoot her up with all kinds of stuff. You see that star? That was for our star, the Moroccan star. That statue was given after slavery ended, and there will be slavery here. but it's been everything but slavery. They're using your names in TDA
Keep an eye
accounts.
on the doors around the Statue of Liberty now, and
And your as soon as you're born, your birth certificate is monetized, and you're sold all over the place.
I believe one of those doors there at the base of the actual pedestal.
You are told that you're not supposed to work or ascertain any kind of wealth. If you go into the music industry, you have to sell your soul just to have some money. And even if you don't deal with money, because we're not supposed to deal with money,
yeah,
you still have to sell your soul and do a sacrifice. So anyway, we're coming to you today, 4th of July, 2018, live in New York.
Some of it, but they also may be talking to her up inside the pedestal at the observation level right now before they decide to bring her down.
She went to be closer to her real mother, which is Mother Liberty.
Again, we see the ESU and NYPD guys all talking there. Now they're going to take all their equipment. Well, once they get the two guys off the statue there, allowed to. Yeah, right.
And if it was an alleged, boat that took Africans from Africa, they came straight through those particular waters before being handed off to the other Neanderthal cavemen for either eating, rape, molesting, and not limited to slavery.
The comment section there for the Facebook feed. There were two separate situations here today at the Statue of Liberty. Earlier today, there was a protest against ICE, and there was a group of 6 people who dropped hung a banner from this level of the Statue of Liberty, trying to get their message across, and they were taken away, of course.
Yes, kidnapped
from the island.
Kidnapped.
This woman that was on the Statue of Liberty who climbed onto
and held for ransom.
Statue. From what we understand, she is not related to the earlier protest. Again, with our camera, we couldn't exactly read what was written on her shirt, so I can't tell you exactly what her purpose of being up on the statue is for.
Enough is enough after 500 years of slavery, 17 generations of straight castration and genocide, and the removal of their own country, and the name being removed and everything, all our artifacts being took.
Climbed onto the statue, that's when the decision was made, from what I understand, to evacuate the island.
So I'm glad to see.
All the tourists and the guests.
I hate to see that it's a woman have to go this far, because the men are getting, fagged out and ganged out and drugged out. So they're probably of no use to the cause. But I'm happy to see the women are now standing up.
Kathy,
since I guess they have to be the man now.
What's going on here on the statue? And with the person who was taken into custody, that's why we kind of held that wide shot there a little bit.
These are just,
obviously,
those guys, are just well trained monkeys.
They do on a regular basis. They are all harnessed into the ropes you see hanging off the left side.
And they're pretty much, you wonder why they so mad at us. It's because we're the only 100% humans, and Harvard said that, not just me.
We'll keep an eye on that periodically, Kathy. We're just also waiting to see when they bring the woman who was taken into custody out of the statue itself and down onto the ground. There was an aviation unit from NYPD hanging around here for a while. They seem to, I don't think they're here anymore, Lars, are they?
Live here in New York. Live here in New York. South Central TV, live here in New York. We got to do better. I don't know how, but I'm glad to see that the women are taking advantage. Since we don't have any more black men anymore, we only have, fags, thugs, and all that.
So we see the one of the ESU personnel coming down that ladder there. One of them still up.
Or I'm not sure what they call themselves today.
As well. as they complete the one departure from the statue, we'll just come out with the camera again. And again, all we're trying to do is just keep an eye on when they bring this woman off of the pedestal and down to the base of the statue. Yeah, Mike, it's just air conditioning and sinuses is all that really is what you're hearing. And I just, we rushed to the chopper, so I didn't bring my water with me. So you might hear that cough once in a while. Sorry about that. And there were not just the Marine units out there. We had aviation here. A situation like this will elicit a large response.
And thank you guys for looking at my ASMR channel where we do supposed to be, you know, stuff to get you to make you go to sleep. I apologize for the last one. My ASM microphone, I didn't know it was that high. And so I really apologize for the last one, but we'll probably do one later on tonight. Again, I want to say happy, I don't know about happy, but today is 4th of July, and we've never had any freedom here in America after these cavemen came to shore. And I don't know what liberty we've had. I mean, we're not in slavery, but again, your TDA accounts is working every day. They do make those as soon as you are born.
We're actually more by Ellis Island north of the Statue of Liberty.
And everybody probably has millions of dollars in their account.
Lillian, we tried to get the camera on the back of her shirt, but again, we can only do so much with our zoom lens, and unfortunately, the best we could do for you is to see if there is some writing on the back of her shirt. We just couldn't figure out what it said. We couldn't get a clear.
It said "fuck caveman."
What the message on the back of the shirt was. So now everybody can see that all the personnel, both the woman who climbed onto the statue and the NYPD personnel, assigned to get her off of the statue, have all come off of the statue structure safely. Everybody now on that narrow walkway on the top of the pedestal that supports the statue that she stands on. Go ahead. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on the doors here because, I mean, it would be obvious to me she would have to come out these doors here to get off the island. Devil! Devil! Yeah, I was going to say, trying to follow footsteps, right? Okay, like I said, we'll keep an eye and see if we see any movement down below. Keep an eye here and see if they bring our statue climbing friend from the top of the statue down to this door is where
she ain't never been your friend. You got her country, that's about it. And she can't move around the country, she can't get no job, can't open up business, can't do nothing.
Actually at the base. This is the pedestal here. We still see a
ward of the court from birth. all black people. Actually, all people are awarded, of course, from birth.
The pedestal, the observation area. We can see now there's just a cleanup process for them, trying to get all their equipment packed up and move it down off of the statue. Kelly, if my memory serves me correctly, Kelly Evans is asking, will tourists be able to enter again? I am pretty positive that the Statue of Liberty closes somewhere around 4 o'clock. So it was coming to the end of the day anyway for the visitors at the Statue of Liberty. And there won't be any more visitors.
Liberty for white people only, so-called Neanderthal white people, hybrids, mankind.
I cannot definitely say the statue will open up tomorrow, but at this point, I can't imagine why it would not. But again, that's up to the National Park Service what they want to do with the statue. Thank you, Henry. Appreciate that. And again, from what we're being told, she was able to climb from the observation area here on the top of the pedestal, I would assume, up these bricks, and then was able to get herself up onto the statue structure itself.
The well-trained monkeys got her. She's in probably being kidnapped right now. Well-trained monkeys. Reese's Monkey Bloods. Look at all the monkeys coming out of there. Just one human. That's the black girl.
That's very nice, Sky Fox.
We need to escort all them people off our land, just like that.
So, folks, you can see now they are bringing the lady into the statue.
The Pope is talking about taking them all to Guam.
Out of the statue structure.
All these Europeans to Guam.
They're going to bring her down to a boat.
Entitlement people.
Is waiting.
Because you got the Reese's Monkey Blood.
Obviously, being escorted off by military personnel. You got to remember, this is part of the National Park Service.
It ain't your park, that's her park.
So this becomes more of a federal.
Your park is in Europe.
More than an NYPD issue.
Or the Caucasus Mountain. Not even that. I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, you've been a little harsh," in the comments and all that. I'm just saying what Harvard said.
Oh yeah.
If they was 13% Neanderthal, and they came out of a cave. That's what Harvard said. I'm just repeating what Harvard said.
And obviously, this was a situation that was brought under control by both the NYPD and the National Park Service and everybody involved with both of those agencies.
That's how they're going to be escorting all the white people back to Europe.
Federal authorities working hand in hand, trying to give us the best situation as far as the resolution of this situation of all the statue itself.
General
everything is
Carter.
calm. Everybody took her into custody. She didn't really put up much of a fight, didn't try to get away. You heard what Jonathan said before, Lars, right? About them bringing her over. They're going to take her next door to Ellis.
Ellis Island. That's where they're going to kidnap her at. She kidnapped right now. She'll go into a judicial system full of cavemen, Neanderthals, rhesus monkeys. She won't have a chance. because she probably got a driver license in her name, giving them authority and adjudication over her. She probably not even calling herself a Moor. I'm not sure.
For the moment, they've taken her into one of the buildings here on Liberty Island.
Mm-hmm.
We heard she may be going next door. As we can see on the south end of there,
they probably trying to figure out why she ain't smoking crack nowhere. How she get this much sense?
As they build the museum.
How she was able to write something on her shirt, because they took all the books out the minorities areas for the school. So they real confused on how this happened. They got all the men, got them turned into fags.
And now we see the canines being brought out.
So they know that they wasn't going to do nothing. So they figure, how the heck did this happen? Well, what they forgot is as they was turning everybody gay, the women is turning to the men now. And then the African American are the more, communities. The women always been the men. The men has been always fagged out on the corner.
Oh, thank you, Lily. And Sky Fox 39.
Always hanging, hold out on the corner with their pants down. So she just slipped through the cracks. They got all them dogs down there. They were finna get her though. You know how they get you. They bring them dogs in. And had them dogs eat her all up, Because that's what they want to do. They used to eat people back in the day. They cannibals. They didn't have no dogs when they got Dylan Roof ass. I didn't see one dog that they got with Dylan Roof ass. When they got Dylan Roof ass, they didn't have one dog. They got 3 or 4 of them down there right now after the lady. They gonna, Mm-hmm. They didn't have not one dog. They got a dog on her. 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. But Dylan Roof, you should have seen how they took him in custody. After killing about 10 people. Killing 10 people. Not just climbing no fucking Liberty Bell. Oh, shit. They took his ass to goddamn Burger King afterwards. Huh? But this lady, they got 4, 5 dogs on her. Huh? Right? She the enemy. She the only 100% human. So anyway, that live stream, I will go just kind of give y'all some information on that. Y'all can see me. I've been eating barbecue. I've been having a good time up here eating this barbecues. I just took my tire off my car. I was trying to get my car together. I'm trying to get it together. It's taking me a little bit of time to do it, but I got it together. It's hard up out here. So anyway, happy 4th of July to folks. It has been a lot of stuff going on in the news. Have y'all heard about that what's the name of that? AK-47 laser. That's a bad boy. What that does is that it can burn you from like almost a whole mile. They can point it at you or point it at whatever they point at and set it on fire for doggone, and everything that's flammable. I'm talking about like, everything that's flammable, catch you on fire all over your bones, your skin, everything else. So they going with that now since they done took the bullets from a lot of these police departments. So they going to burn you now. So anyway, I'm going to go back in here and see about the last thing that's going on here. They got the dogs out. I'll show you the dogs they got on the lady. You see them dogs sitting over there? They got the dogs ready. Can you see the dogs? They got the dogs on the lady, but they didn't. When they took Dylan Roof in, baby shoot, they took them straight to this is after killing 10 people. So it's quite a difference from them getting some of the melanated, truthful owners of America, and when they get these preposterous imposters, you know. See, when you see if if you don't understand what's going on, then you be lost and you be giving all your human rights, civil rights, godly rights, and earthly rights and everything else up to some Neanderthals. I'm not saying protest in no kind of way. Don't get me wrong. And what I think this lady did, I think it was noble myself. But I'm not saying that you should do anything like this in order to make a point or be seen or be heard. But you know, this is the injustice. Look, it's more dogs coming out of their owner. They finna sick the dogs on. Okay. So this is how they, you know, they got, you know, they are paying chess, not checkers, honey. You know. So they'll mess around and taint your food, taint your water, taint your air to give them an opportunity. They don't care, you know. So yeah, this is one that if there was a slave route, this would have been the route that they was bringing slaves, you know, well not slaves but innocent people from, you know, the Congo and different places, you know. So they don't, you know, it's unbelievable, and I don't think it'll never change. You know, we got Planet X on the way, and ain't nothing they can do about Planet X. All they best stuff, and then they just found the Ark of Gabriel. Yeah, I need to look up that too. Or this is a box that you can't do nothing with. It's indestructible and it kills everything that come around them. And so, you know, our high technology, we do got some high technology stuff. It is ancient or whatever, but it's really high tech. So we do have some stuff. And then the Pope letter to Obama will let y'all see where I'm coming from, because some of my people in my in my box or in my chat room be like, oh, you know, some of my friends are white, or they dating some Neanderthal, or they got some babies by some Neanderthals, or they work for some Neanderthals. It's something about it, you know. But I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be partial to anything. I'm just saying, first you got to know the truth, because a lot of truth is not being told in your basic history books, because all those have been monetized by the Ku Klux Klan and a whole bunch of other people don't want to let you know who you are, what's going on, you know, because it's their benefit. The African Americans or the black people that you see today, even though at they poorest you see them, they still an owner of America through the bloodline. And they know that. And even in the Constitution, it says if you don't call yourself a Moor and you go out of your way not to call yourself a Moor, then you lose all your entitlements to the land. And that's exactly what we've been doing, calling ourselves black, African American, Negroes, any old fly by night fool come by talking about he the leader, call yourself something different than a Moor. They all getting paid off. They all getting paid off. You'll never get no liberty, because there's nothing in the Constitution about nobody black, nobody African American. All these are new terms, which do not, you know, Africa is the biggest continent on this planet. So we're at in Africa. And if you come from Africa, then you need to go get some money from Africa, which lets America off the hook. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that we don't understand what's going on.
Should I go pull back
around? Or how things are played out, and how when you check the box of this and put your signature on that, how all that plays out. Study giving these Neanderthal cavemen, well-trained apes and animals and monkeys, you know, your virtue of being a 100% human being. And you could be duped into doing a whole lot of stuff, signing a lot of stuff, sign your whole rights off and your laws off and everything else. This lady right now, I don't know if she's inside of that vessel right there, but that's kidnapped. And she had every right in the world to be up on that Liberty Bell, on that Liberty statue. That statue was erected for us, period. If ain't nobody else supposed to be up there, it was her, period. Because that's all she gonna get after slavery. 500 years of slavery is to sit on the toe of that lady, sit beneath her, at her feet. That's all she gonna get. And she probably finna go to jail, more than likely get a stiff penalty, get a stiff felony, and get some kind of exorbitant amount of bail, if she get bail at all. Because this is all you're going to get. That's all you're going to get. 500 years of slavery, you ain't getting nothing. Jim Crow, separate but equal, all the shit they still doing right now, Y'all the crazy motherfuckers are letting these motherfuckers do this shit. All the GMOs they put in your food, all the water. They just tore down Jordan Down projects. They found arsenic all up in there, lead poison and all kind of shit. Should have killed everybody over there. That wasn't over there in the beginning. They put that shit over there with them people. So we study going through some kind of genocide thing. But we so busy, long give them a little dope, they'll forget after that. Right? So, yeah. You can't even go in the park and barbecue. I bet you there's a bunch of white people calling somewhere about somebody barbecuing in the park today if you're black. You can't cut no grass if you're black. Can't sell no bottled water if you're black. Out your own, in the front of your house. Can't have no lemonade stand or none of that.
We're heading back for a fuel here. Oh, stand by.
You can't call your child a boy or a girl no more.
Are we coming back?
Because they finna taint the water, the food, and everything else. They'll be gay by the time they turn 4. And then they be working with the white man because the white man gonna give us some fake white man. Yeah, so he gonna give us some rights to, and all this pedophilia stuff. This stuff is going crazy in this bankrupt country. This ain't even no country. This is just a corporation.
A shuffle over desk. Do you want us to come back? We're going back for fuel. Copy that. We'll head in then. Yeah, so we're good then.
Well, this is my commentary for today. I thought I would have probably been able to give you some more better news, like they cut us a check with reparations given each and every African American melanated person at least $100,000 to at least start up their businesses or pay off any existing bills that they had. I thought that's what was going to be going on, but it looked like they ain't thought nothing about that. So, yeah. And then they say you wrong if you start talking the truth. Huh? I done lived my life for a long time and they ain't never told me the truth. I had to do deep research, take so much classes. I spent so much money at the university trying to get educated on this. Just to give you this information. Just to bring the information that's not commonly known. Books that's not commonly known in our neighborhoods. Books that you'll never see unless you pay $1,500 an hour to read, which I paid. Okay? $1,500 an hour to read. Okay? So a lot of people not privy, and that's one of the reasons why they keep you from ascertaining wealth, so that you can't read those kind of books, so that you're not able to, you know, come up out of your marginalization of all of this tyranny that they putting on you. After all, these people, these particular people here, they didn't steal America, but their ancestors stole America, and they're capitalizing off of all of the stealing of America. We don't get one nickel. I mean, we might get a light or something, on our streets and stuff. But basically, we didn't get nothing for giving up our country or slavery or none of this stuff. They're the ones that make the laws, and then we have to abide by the laws. Well, I don't, because I'm a Moor. I don't do none of their laws. I don't do none of their shit. Absolutely none of their shit. I don't buy by none of that slave shit, none of that ignorant shit. I don't give up my rights to be no human, none of that shit for these motherfucking Neanderthals. So in order for everything to go right, you have to denounce that you're a human. And then after you get through denouncing yourself as a human, and then they deprive you of all kind of education and every damn thing, you end up being about as much animal as they is. You run around here just as crazy as they ass is, just as heartless, soulless as they ass is. That was the intent of that. So it can be an even playing field. They have the rhesus monkey blood, Neanderthal blood, caveman blood, monkeys, orangutan, and a lemur in them. So in order for everything to be, you know, even, then they have to subjugate you to some most horrendous shit in order for you to probably get so goddamn poor you think about eating the motherfucker. And they're getting ready to cut the food stamps off too. And they're getting ready to make everything in the stores high. They're getting ready to just do a lot of shit in order to exterminate or genocide not just our people. They've been doing some shit, to their own people, because these people are just fucked up. And ain't no praying, they can't do nothing. These people is fucked up. You might as well say you got an ape on your hands, a real one. And you come out there with your church and praying that this motherfucker changed. That fucking ape gonna be an ape. He been an ape now since he got his ass over here. He was an ape over there. Okay? In Europe. His nigga ain't no more than your dog gonna change to a cat by tomorrow morning. He ain't finna do that. So, and you say, well, you be so harsh. Shit. I'm only so harsh because they called us animals. And you got 70% of the people still in America, African American or melanated or Moorish people, they think they mix with an animal. And they ain't got 100% human. And so since these people was allegedly supposed to be mixed with animal, then they treated them like animals. So now that we find out you have been treating the people like animals, that's the only 100% human, and you the animal, ain't nobody saying shit or doing nothing. They don't get nothing for that. Finding out you're a real animal. They don't get ostracized throughout the building and throughout the country, throughout the job, throughout, they can't get no bank account because ain't nothing changed once we found out who they was. In fact, since they found out, and everybody know now that they mix with animals and lemurs and all that, and Harvard and Yale and Stanford have come out with this. Now all they trying to tell you, well, we won't give up any of our loot or none of the stuff that we stole from y'all, but we will let you have relations with our caveman woman. And a lot of these African American dudes is going for it. And they having sex with these cave women, and then the babies will come out half caveman, half black. But still at the same time, what's that's gonna be in the future? You still watered down your real human stuff, and now you got to take care of cave woman kids. When you didn't take care of your 100% human kids, now you're gonna take care of some cave woman kids. This is what I'm saying. So we get the messed up side of the stick all the time. But anyway, family, I don't know how long. I don't know what else gonna happen. I don't know if a swarm of people gonna come. and do something different. But this is the second incident that happened here at this Liberty statue today. The first incident was about the immigration. They hung a big old sign out in front of way up at the top. And then this lady ended up scaling it. I don't think they had anything to do with each other, but yet it was two vast incidences of melanated people that's protesting at this Liberty situation. And then each time the Caucasoid caveman came out with his baton and gun and taser and everything, because that's all they all violent. Like a pit bull that went crazy, went mad. That's what they are. They always trying to kill some damn body. They weren't supposed to be in a damn cave or a cage. Period. I ain't found one good one yet. I ain't looking for one. So anyway, back to the commentary. For tomorrow, we'll talk about, the planet Uranus. Have you ever heard of that planet called Uranus? It's allegedly something that smashed into it. That's what NASA is saying. So we probably do a commentary on that later. But I'm just trying to tell you, peace and love, family, peace and love. Peace to the melanated people, peace to mankind. I'm just trying to get along, but it's hard to get along when you don't see a way out and you've tried everything for 500 years, 600. That's a lot of hundreds of years. 2, 3. So we're up out of here. Thank you. And we'll get back with you guys later. We will get back to you guys later. This is Clarissa with her commentary for today. Today is for the July. I like to have some shout outs to the same day channel. You still don't have a photo? Are you trying to say I'm having a problem with my photo? Still no photos, videos, or explanation on how she climbed up to the statue. That's true. That's true. There is no exact way. There is no exact way. How we know she got up there, I don't know. She might have been an excellent climber. I don't know, but she scaled that. And it looked like it took her quite a few times for her to come down. And it's just really tragic that somebody had to go to that far to get some notoriety or some attention to a problem that has been existing. Everybody else go to a lawsuit, something happened, you get a lawsuit, you get it resolved, you get closure. This particular thing has just been going on for 500 years. Just 500 years. So it is really phenomenal. And if you came to this live stream, I would like for you to subscribe, like, and share this information. We have content every day. We try to upload all kinds of information as far as entertainment, any kind of news, any kind of good news that I think that the public should know, We also have ASMRs. And we also do a cooking show. We do a variety of show, but we're basically here today, July, 4th of July, where this lady has scaled the, the Liberty statue. And for what exactly why she did it, she did have something labeled on her shirt, but it's just, the camera was not able to zoom in. It was only so much we could do with the camera to zoom in to see what was on her shirt. But, we will probably get back with you later on to give detailed information as to what was actually going on. But yeah, this is crazy. With no explanation how she climbed it. There's no explanation. But she did it, and I've seen other climbers that have probably climbed something higher than that. But um, I don't know. Would it be something I would do? Uh, I do feel strongly about slavery and the mistreatment of melanated people in their own country for so long. I mean, you just think enough is enough. So anyway, this situation, there's a lot of people asking me. There's like a AK-47 laser, AK-47 that actually it spits. It's a laser that actually sets you on fire. And a lot of people are saying maybe perhaps they've been using this laser to set the fires here in California. I don't know. But a lot of the military has it and a lot of police departments have it. Not to say that those are real people or they have any authority to do anything because the Pope took all that out, but um I don't know. So, leave your comment in the comment section about what do you think about what happened today and other commentaries outside of this. What did you do today? How did your 4th of July turn out? Did your meat turn out right? Did you still eat meat? Um, I'm like a vegetarian. So I did barbecue though. I barbecued some corn, some eggplant, some mushrooms, some scallions, some shallots, not the fish, but the little onions, and some leeks. Those are really good. Some bok choy. So we barbecued a lot of different, you know, roasted a whole lot of different vegetables today for my 4th of July. And, I'm happy, I guess, to be free. I like to have some shout outs to my mother now. I didn't couldn't make it down there. Um, I normally go down there to see the fireworks show, but I'm probably gonna go up on the hill. I live on the hill, so I can kind of see everything from where I live. But yeah, this is life living in America where you don't never really know what's going to happen, and especially the melanated people where they don't have any rights and they don't know they don't have any rights. They think they're citizens. 14th Amendment citizens. The 14th Amendment citizens, they never ratified that because you can't be indigenous to a land and a foreigner. You can't do that. This is one or the other. And so with all these filthy, crazy, backstabbing ass leaders, that we have today, just they'll lead you out of everything you got. They'll pay them off for them to drag you to through the mud, and you wouldn't even know because you think this is your leader. And no other culture of people have a leader. White people don't have a leader of how they move around all together. Mexicans and Latinos, and they don't have no leader. That can be paid off, and then life as you know it, is never gonna change because they gave the money to the leader. So anyway, this lady today, I don't know her name. They didn't broadcast the name, but I'm trying to see if I could find more information out on what's going on, or was she with the group, or was she just alone? Was she a lone wolf, or was it is it a you know a corporation or a business or whatever? I would like to know those things, because we need to keep the light on these kind of things for as long as we can let the candle burn, before it burns out and they're back out here doing things. I'm not saying that a lot of people are getting so desperate now that with these drugs, and I don't know exactly why they do what they do, but there's a lot of people doing a lot of crazy things these days. I must admit, they doing a lot of crazy stuff. Anyway, I bought some new glasses. Y'all like them? So anyway, today's 4th of July. I guess everybody's out cooking. I was trying to wait for a lot of the family members to come in before I started my commentary. But it looks like everybody's out barbecuing and having a good time and seeing family and family reunions and stuff. So I am happy to see that everybody's out. But maybe you can come back, you can turn this back on and see what I was saying about this commentary. But anyway, if you did come, and I appreciate it, this same day late channel, I'm glad that you did come to my live stream. Hopefully you subscribe to what we're trying to do over here. Trying to bring up to date news, not no fake news, real live news. We like things that happen live, so we can get it live, so we can bring it right to y'all, so y'all can make your own opinion about stuff live, and then we come back and maybe talk about it later on once we get all the facts and see what your opinion is about that as well. But anyway, you can hit us up at Twitter TV. You can look us up at Snapchat TV. You can also look us up at YouTube, of course, and Facebook at South Central TV. And you can also check out my Facebook page, Indigenous Black Native American, but that's what I am. You can also look us up there on Facebook. And you can also look up Morocco Empire Africa. We also have America, Morocco Empire Africa America. We also have a Facebook page there. For those who know, we have a big following, about 100,000 people over there. Anyway, so until I can find some more great news to bring you, I hope you guys, I hope this particular live stream have met you in the best of health. Please like, subscribe, and share. And happy 4th of July. And hopefully the liberty that this 4th of July stands for could be for all people, and not just the mankind people. All humans, So anyway, maybe that's wishful thinking. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Talk to you later. And happy 4th of July. And to my family, my mother, my sister, my brothers, and all of my nieces and nephews, I love you guys. I'll do another live stream later on tonight with the fireworks and everything. And I'll talk to you guys later. This is a whole hour and 7 to 8 minutes, and I normally try to keep it short because I know you guys are, busy. But anyway, we'll have another live stream, or I might even upload some stuff for you guys today. But I'm gonna try to have a live stream later on. Kev Gills, I'll talk to you later. Sinetta, and all of the conscious community. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm supposed to be uploading a cartoon for you guys to see. It's gonna be funny about the 4th of July and everything. I might even include this little incident. I don't know. But anyway, check into what we're doing, and we'll see you later, beloved.